Detached from the present is that present again. The butt ugly now blows on the back of the horse, which rides away, its buttocks pounding and swaying, stretching on the round, encaustic green hills, these waxing their illumination by these hills, whistling with birds. The bubbeline dog runs beside the birds, split between the birds, though the birds chase the horse and rider, now hoarse from calling, dog, dog. Je ne m'appelle pas dog, the horse can't say. But beside butt wobbles riding, slicing on an ice field, falling in where the vermilion rats now swim together, no one blind. The ivory courser, Bucephalus, leading with its huge neck pulling through the icy river of the field, for it has burst flooding. The birds flood it with song again. I have one uncle left. They sing. The mortar of speech unplugged, plugged the buck ugly rider who, buck jumping, changes horses midstream, holding onto the neck of the ivory courser that breathing in pulls. Another horse crashes the water, which shivers the air. Though the rider dipped in the icy drink, it this spurts bullocky briefly a buckra. For above, a buck moth, Saturnid flits as a white band. That's a moon at once, continually holding and receding, obscuring a minute buck passer fleeing a city. War destroyed. The unplugged blowholes of spring icy pour the huge yellow spot of the sun on, which are attached, birds, persons, as the jeweled outside. As the man seeing the horse's front legs crashing the water, and one's now saying this, the sound of rain is an in-blown here, the other sounds come from it, nothing visible. One can't say that, but it's heard there.
Faint presence heard from the distance, buck-mothered duns and sorrels, dogged bays and roans with white hairs sprinkled, palominos approaching with growing sound that is neither the sturdy future nor the jumpy past, so it can't be dubbed. They, the dapples, Appaloosas, and Pintos, can't dub the end-blown, effluent moment of the herds galloping over the budded hillock across the river, bursting like a long percussion that had to come. That's how one remembers, by means of an occurrence all at once, around which gathered strangers group as one, winged in response. The herd for the present has now an event nature, and so does a sudden singer who takes up a rock and smashes his plugged ocarina. The group, once gathered strangers, can't blow the moment, emitting a collective oh. The white noise carries the dog called Genema, Pel, Paw, just as the current of a river swollen by melting glaciers that wars are destroying might a bug-eye around a bend. The strangers mount like difficulties, one on a gray Arabian with a teacup muzzle and another on a bodacious Azteca, its black mane blown and abundant as chaff carried by city girls in birdie skirts in present weather, horsetail clouds to the wind, there being no other.